let me set up. Okay. So, hopefully it's using my mic. So this is week 4 update. I haven't done one for week 2 or 3, the full length video. Last week I forgot to do it the one day because it was raining outside. And then I went home. I had dinner. I was gonna either doing it during or after dinner. I was going to record the video, but I was watching a YouTube video someone sent me, and I just got too caught up in that. And then the week before that, I don't know. But right now I have right here, I'm just gonna go over, I have my lunch here, or breakfast. It's boxed mac and cheese with pork. So the reason I'm using pork instead of beef is because I just grabbed pork and I had it in my freezer. So when I was at the store in Poland, they have a lot more pork products than they do in the U.S. And they have, at least where I went to go shopping in the U.S., there's no ground pork. There's only ground beef, so I just assumed it was going to be ground beef. Kind of careless. It was a good price per pound, per kilo. Price per 100 grams? What was it labeled as? Price per kilogram? In this store, in this store it was price per kilogram. Some of the other stores it's price per 100 grams. Yeah, I just tried to get the most effective thing that I could for the money, the cheapest thing, basically. So I increased my budget for shopping by $120. So I decided that because you can buy cheap meat products, but they just tend to be high in fat and low in protein. I bought a kilogram of mortadella. It's not Italian mortadella. It's not a real mortadella. It's more like a bologna, good log of bologna. Yeah, and because it had so much fat, fat like per however much per 100 grams. I just thought I was gonna eat I thought I was gonna be gone in like a week. Like I was eating like 7 days. I'll have like 150 every day, but I end up eating like 100 grams when I would eat it at one time. So, oh yeah, to drink right now I have the Holy Energy. This is the shark flavor. For a powder, it's good. Can't complain. It's better than C4. C4 when you get in the cans. C4, I mean not C4. G2, G4, C4, G Fuel. So what else? Yep. So I weighed myself this morning, and my weight was 98.6. So I was looking at it, I'm like, why is my weight so high? And then I had to think about it like for a second, and I realized, oh wait, that's actually a good weight for me. I'm actually losing weight. So more importantly than the actual weight on the scale is in my app. It says instead of it was 99.2 for like a whole week, or like one day it was like 93. It means I'm losing weight and I'm actually going down. And my app says this other app that I'm using, the Hume with my body pod, which is it's an okay product. It's not great. It's not bad. It's if you use it, if you like using it as a reference, then it's a great product. Some people are too obsessed with numbers when they go up and down, because the body pod is not super accurate. But it gave me 20. It said I was body fat 23 point something, which I think that's a bit low. So I rounded up to 24. 24% body fat. That seems like a good for me. It's lower than before, so that's a good thing. When I started this, I was 30% body fat, but now it's consistently telling me I'm around 25% body fat for like the last week. Yeah, I gave up last week on trying to lose weight. I'm like on trying to lose weight and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna try to maintain under like under 90, wait, under 100 kilogram body kilograms of weight. And I just decided, you know what, at like end of the week, I'm just gonna like restart, and I'm just gonna. So it really helps my mental. Whoa, there was a bee next to my drink. Um, it's really good for the mental not to obsess over the weight on the scale. It shows that I'm down because at some point in the week or something, or one day or something, one of the days, or I messed up, and then another day. It's like if you don't get, if you, I fixed my sleep schedule too, which is another good thing. So like one day I just messed up my sleep schedule, and that kind of does affect the weight on the scale. So if you do consistently the weight on the scale at a certain time, and your lifestyle is like a certain way, like especially your eating pattern and sleeping pattern, it has to be a certain way. Then you'll get a consistent measurement from the scale. Because if you're measuring yourself one day at in the morning, the next day in the afternoon, you're not going to get a accurate measurement of your actual body weight. So that's what I love about this app. This Macro Factor is the app that I'm using to track my calories. It uses AI. So for this week, it lowered my calories. Next week, it's going to increase my calories. That's what the expectations are. But like one day I did definitely overeat. But I still end up like yesterday I didn't eat too much, which is cool. I ate 2,000 calories, so that's about 50 calories less. That's 50 calories less than what I was supposed to eat. The day before Sunday, I had a burger. It was probably high in calories, but I don't feel guilty at all for eating it because I know that I'm gonna eat this burger the rest of the day. I'm really not gonna eat that much. I didn't eat that much. I did end up going outside for a walk. Some people tell you that walking is not exercise. I was watching this podcast. Well, a clip from a podcast. They're saying when they were younger, they didn't have to track calories. They didn't track calories, or they didn't track their steps. Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, when you were also younger, you didn't have a cell phone. You had to print out. You had to print directions out, when you're going somewhere. So, you know, definitely you could lose weight. You can lose weight without tracking your calories, but it just makes it faster to lose weight if you're tracking your calories and you're not obsessing over like calorie numbers. Because some people, they're not good when they track calories, but for me, I like it. I like optimizing. It makes me just feel better about myself. But it just makes it easier to have a better mental when I'm losing weight. That way I don't have to cut out certain foods, because if I wasn't tracking calories, I definitely would just cut out certain foods, because I would assume I'm overeating on like certain foods, carbs, chocolates, candies. I don't eat that much. I don't eat that much carbs. Oh yeah, that's another thing I noticed. Since I got this app, I've just been eating, on average, less carbs than I was before. Like when I'm done, when I'm at like 18,000 calories for the day, I notice that I'm like, sometimes I'm low for protein, which I can just have a protein shake. That's not a big deal. But I'm also really low for carbs. Sometimes I just eat too much fats, so that's like a thing I'm trying to cut. I eat healthy fats, but next time I go to the store, I'm gonna get a fat-free yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt. So that's gonna be one way I can decrease the fats I eat. I have kefir. Kefir is good. It has good fats. Mm-hmm. This is really good. This is a spicy mac and cheese. Having the spicy mac and cheese makes it easier to eat less. Ooh. The meat's a little bit spicy. Meat's a little bit spicy, but not that much. if you were a person who ate a lot of spice throughout, like who's used to eating a lot of spice, you wouldn't say that this meat is spicy at all. But there is a bit of a spice. I did add some cayenne pepper to the meat. It's very good. Some people say this is like unhealthy food to be eating, which is funny. So I've talked to people online who say like something like this is unhealthy. You should not be eating this for breakfast. And really, you don't need to be eating breakfast food for breakfast. The funny thing is, someone who was criticizing me for something, for what I had for breakfast, he had the same thing for lunch. And I'm like, we had this conversation. He goes, "Oh well, this is not a breakfast food. It's like a lunch food." And my response is, really, it doesn't matter what you eat for breakfast, as long as it's healthy. And health depends on your goals and what you eat throughout the day. There's no foods aren't necessarily good or evil. It's just how much good or bad. It's just how much you eat of them. Well, obviously, there are super processed foods that are bad for you because companies use chemicals that aren't good for the body. But there are some things like that people complain about a lot they say they're unhealthy. Like diet sodas, right? And some people say, "Oh, I'd rather drink a regular soda than a diet soda." And I'm like, I remember I was working at my last job, my Amazon warehouse. Someone was telling me about like how bad diet sodas are for you. But he had a Mountain Dew, like a 20-ounce Mountain Dew that has like 700 grams of sugar. So I criticized him for drinking that Mountain Dew. So I'm not a person that's going to criticize people for drinking regular sodas, right? I'm only criticizing people like that person, because he's complaining what I'm saying is unhealthy. See, it's really like if you want to eat a whole cake, no. You know what? Yeah. What's a good example? Okay, if you want to have a slice of cake, if you're gonna have a huge dinner, and then you're gonna eat a slice of cake, I might criticize you for having a slice of cake if it's a normal day. But if you don't eat that much for dinner, and then you're just like, I didn't eat that much for dinner, I saved my calories, so I'm gonna have a slice of cake. I'll be like, you know what? Enjoy your slice of cake. Who am I to tell you what to eat? As long as you're eating as long as you're eating balanced, not too much sugar, not too much fats, not too many carbs. Too much protein is also not good for you, but most of the time you're not going to be eating too much protein, so you really don't have to worry about it. If you have some kind of problems, if you think you're eating too much protein, just next time you see a doctor, just talk to them. Maybe you are, probably not. If you have kidney problems, then eating too much protein is going to hurt your kidneys, and also I heard that if you eat too much protein, it will lead to kidney stones. Some people are also just sensitive, and they like shit themselves if they have too much protein. It just doesn't work with their bodies. Oh yeah, so the one week, maybe second week or third week. No, second week. That's the reason why I didn't create a video. I remember now. Second week I didn't create a video because my bike broke. And yeah, I spent the whole day, Monday, trying to get it fixed. Tuesday, I worked on my bike a bit. Was missing a tool. I decided I was gonna go to the store. Then I thought about it, and whoops. Sorry, I unplugged this thing. Yeah, I thought about it, and it's just better to order from Amazon because it's gonna be cheaper. And like one day of not riding the bike is not gonna matter. The amount of money you save and time is just huge for me. So I did buy some extra stuff for my bike. So I will make some kind of video on the bike. I'm biking. Set up my bike. I'm going to go. I was hoping to go this weekend to Slovakia, but it seems like it's gonna rain, so I guess I won't go. I'll go next week if it's depending on the weather. I'll either go this week or next week. If not, if it's gonna rain both weekends, then I'm gonna have to go in 3 weeks. Um, so the reason I want to go to Slovakia is because it's a different. I'm in Poland right now, so I can take. I looked at it. It's the closest country. It's the closest. Yeah, it's the closest foreign country to where I live. I was planning on taking a train. Sorry, a train somewhere. Then take that train. I was gonna take my bike with me. Take the train somewhere, and then bike to a cheese shop, and then from the cheese shop to there's like the closest town to that shop. The closest town, which is the northernmost town in Slovakia, is where I would go. I'm only going there for a weekend, so I'm just gonna visit the one town, see how their grocery stores are, see what products they have. Would be cool. If anyone wants to know more details about the trip, I can post to you exactly where I'm going in Slovakia. If you're from Slovakia and you have any advice for me when I go there, like if there's any food or if there's like a specific town I should go in Slovakia, just so you know, I'm going to the northernmost town in Slovakia. So if there's like a town that's really close to there or within an hour, 2 hours by train, if it's within an hour by train or hour by bike, then I can go and visit there.